All right, so today what I want to talk about is the most overrated side character in anime. So not the protagonist, but just somebody on the side that's overrated. You know, they get just a lot of love, a lot of hype, but you just don't see it. Or maybe you see it, but you're just like, nah, I can't relate, man. But Smoke, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm actually anxious to hear what's your take on this one.
My most overrated side character, I'm going with Shisui Uchiha. I don't see the hype around him. I I understand why he had to die off in Naruto because he was quote unquote what they like to call a Naruto clone, and you can't have two of the main characters in the story. But the reason I do not like him is because he let Danzo take him out like nothing,
Yo, that
and
was bad.
that
That was
did not
disgusting.
it was real bad. And I know because I've read manga, light novels, and all of that. I know that it was a person from the Aburame clan. I can't remember his name specifically, but he gets this bug where it turns his whole body purple. And if he even touches you in the slightest bit, it paralyzes you crazily. Like, I know that's who Danzo used to get the eye from him. And for him to be able to even break out of that paralysis and get to Itachi, I give him that feat. But if you were one of the people in a verse, one of the two people in the whole universe that have a run on sight order when people from another village see you and you get taken out that easily, is just like I can't give it to you. I can't give you the hype that was around you. I know you were Itachi's mentor. I know you taught him a lot of the things, and Itachi's my favorite character to this day. But I you went out bad, bro, and you get overhyped crazily because they hype you up so bad that they even give you a Susano in the video games. People try to make it canon. Like, that's so crazy to me. I can't run on sight order. Your nickname was Shisui of the body flicker. You basically had the double team move from Pokemon where Infinite the View pop up and you let one of the bug boys from Naruto take you out, bro. Like, that's crazy.
She's sweet. So these are valid points. These are valid points. But what I want to ask is kind of going back to the mentorship. Do you give any merit to him possibly being Itachi before Itachi, or if he stayed around, it wouldn't be an Itachi because he would be the nicest with the Sharingan per se? Do you give any merit to that claim that we see sometimes?
Um, Yes and no. One, because once people started stealing not once they started stealing his eye, but once Danzo stole his eye, he was able to use the Kodo Matsukami every 5 minutes or whatever it was. And Shisui could only use it every 10 years. That's a horrible, like setback that he has from his ability.
Mhm.
So like he could use it, but who's to say he's gonna live long? He didn't even get. I don't even think he used it once. To be honest, I don't think he used the Kodo Matsukami once,
Yeah.
other than
Yeah.
Itachi using it when he stuffed the eye into the crow and put it inside Naruto, and Danzo was just spamming it. But I don't know, the mentorship. He was nice with it though. Like, I'll give it to him because when the Anbu, there was the one mission when the Anbu pulled up on him. Itachi was dumb young. Shisui only had to be about like maybe 10, and
Mhm.
they smoked them. Like, Shisui and Itachi put them into a blender. So like I could give him his feats, but like the overhypeness that people give him, where like he's so loved and that's people's favorite Uchiha, I can't see it. It's for me, it's not it.
Okay. I think that's a really interesting take, controversial take. I
Mhm.
I thought it was gonna be a little more controversial, but interesting take because I'm not gonna lie, what Donzo did to him was pretty embarrassing, bro. When I saw that,
Terrible.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But that's a pretty good take. I think we're gonna circle back in a minute. We're gonna move on. Mo, let me know if you're ready. If not, then I will go.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a hot take, but I believe there's good reason behind it. I think, drum roll, please. Most overrated side character, meaning a character that's not the main character, is Satoru Gojo.
Whoa.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I
Okay.
feel like he's overrated is because he is a character who was placed into the story to be seemingly the strongest. But when you look at his actions and you look at his depth, his character, there's really not depth to who he is, right? Of course, outside of the infamous ghetto quote, right? But when you go beyond that, there's not really much to Gojo. Then we talk about his impact on the story. Who has he really saved, right? What notable battles, when they needed him most to win a battle, he loses. He gets killed by Sukuna. Like, what impact has he really had? The sorcerers, they're dying in droves, right? He is only but one man, but what has he done to really move the needle in the Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerer world? You know, especially having all this power, what has really changed, right? To alter kind of the unfairness and, you know, his teammates dying, you know, when they needed him, he gets sealed or he dies, right? Like, what? Like, come on, outside of his good looks and his overpowered ability, he really doesn't give you much throughout the course of the story. So I think he's overrated for sure.
So I'll say this. I'll ask you this. So Gojo, just from being who he is, I felt like he kept balance for a long period of time. I feel like this plot, they've been plotting for a long period of time, but yes, there have been some deep, some. Gosh, I was about to say the wrong thing. There's been some, attacks and some curse popping up here and there, but I feel like it's been nothing too threatening because the fear of Gojo. Like everyone has to adjust how they live around Gojo until we see Sukuna come back, right? So I feel like Gojo just being there has kept the peace and retained order just being there. So
and this is what I'm saying too, right? Like him just being there. Yes, he subsided most of the curses, right? But even some of the curses that did exist was still taking out some of the, the sorcerers that wanted to be sorcerers, right? And then you have the higher ups who were corrupt. What did Gojo do about it?
He smoked them,
right? They
he
even
did something.
Right? He eventually, but it was too late by that time. By that time, there was already a war. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like at that point, it's like you might as well just let them keep going.
I mean, he's not Superman. Though. You got to let some people sink or swim and figure some things out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't let them figure some things out, they're going to be too dependent and weak on you. Weak to the point that when eventually he dies versus Sukuna, I don't think they would even be capable of putting up a fight. If every time something happened, he jumped in and saved the day. You know what I mean?
Now, I get that part. But ultimately, when you look at his resume and his accomplishments, he really didn't accomplish anything. He was just granted the title of being the strongest. Yes, at the time, he just didn't have anyone. He's the perfect example of you're only as great as your competition. That's literally who Gojo is. If you look at his resume and what he's done,
that's a tough one based on other conversations that we've had. I think that's a tough one. But
because think about it, like what really has he done that's really like notable, right? Like let's say when Gojo faced against Jogo, he allowed him to escape. He didn't kill him off, right? Like what has he really done to be like, you know what? He really shaped the course of the story in this direction. Right. Yeah. Outside of just keeping certain spirits at bay, but
I think this is gonna go.
Wait, my fault. And before I let you go, right? Another point is when he was a teenager, he allowed, right? He didn't allow, but Toji comes in and breaks their mission. Yes, he ascends, but like it's like at what cost? So we see him continuously fail, is what I'm saying. Like he's constantly failing. Like
I mean, I think that's another controversial take, interesting take.
But what you was gonna say, Rude? You was gonna respond to?
I was gonna say this kind of breaks maybe even like through the walls of the story, but I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen was on his back, right? I think he was just meant to just be a side character. I don't think he was intended to be loved the way he was. Okay. I think just his greatness is what causes. I don't think when they wrote it, it was intended like, yo, everybody's gonna love this character. He's gonna be the man. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of the main characters were lacking. And then you just had this guy right here who's just like, yo, just stealing the show. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's a good point. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely a good point.
But yeah, I mean, those were two interesting takes. Can't lie. I didn't see the second one coming.
I knew y'all was gonna see that one coming. I was let me just throw this out there. Let me try to, throw this out there. I love Gojo though, but I just have to throw that one out there.
Yeah, I don't know if mine hurts as much now, but I was gonna go with most overrated side character is Rengoku from Demon Slayer.
Wait. Yeah, you gotta explain this one to me. Why do you perceive? Okay, I think I know what direction to go, but I need to hear you say it. I need because I'm a Rengoku fan, so I need to know why this is the case.
I think the truth is, I think a lot of people are just in love with him over like sentimental value. I think it was a really sad story. It was a really sad departing. You know what I'm saying? But and he helped them get a W, but over what, like a lower moon that Muzan gave some extra blood to, like when Upper Moon stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I think there was some good showings, but I don't think he ever was gonna win that fight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but I guess it was just like we all thought it was so impressive, but all in all, he was never gonna win. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true.
It's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Like when someone doesn't win, but like a moral victory.
Okay. I see what you
Yeah,
mean. It's winning the moral victory as opposed
and
to
I feel like his name has been built on a moral victory. You know what I'm saying? Because people love Rengoku. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think
okay.
this is the only Upper Moon that would have defeated him. I may even think that I even think there were some moons lower than Akaza that probably would have beat him as well.
I mean, yeah, because Akaza's number 3. Number 4, yeah, maybe.
Number 4 is the little imp dude.
Yeah, maybe
5 was
because
the base.
Rengoku wasn't the strongest. It depends on how you rank Rengoku amongst the other Hashiras. But do you guys believe Rengoku's top 3 strongest Hashiras?
No.
Okay, top 5.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, no.
I mean, Stone.
I think he's top 5.
The Stone, Snake,
Mist. Stone. I mean, I would say
Stone is number 1 though.
Yeah,
clear.
But Giyu, the Mist dude,
Mist is definitely above Rengoku for sure.
The serpent.
Snake, I don't think the serpent is above Rengoku.
I think so. He is, bro. Hold on.
I don't think so.
I think
Rengoku's. I think Rengoku's on par or stronger.
He's stronger as a girl with the love breathing.
I think Akaza smokes most of the Hashira except for the Stone and the Mist.
Yeah.
I think Akaza smokes all. I think he smokes all of them except for those two Hashiras.
Yo.
I just think Rengoku he had a bad matchup that night. I'm not even gonna lie. Like he had a bad matchup that night. I mean,
but the matchup could have got worse too.
Yeah.
I mean, true. And then you also got to think too, like the matchup was kind of like out of the blue too. It's not like, what we see later on, them jumping one Upper Moon demon, where they can, I think it's just.
Yeah.
Those are good points though. I
was just quickly trying to remember all the Hashira, and I'm just randomly I was just like, all Hashira, and I end up clicking on like a ranking by accident, and it's like Screen Rant. They have Rengoku ranked number 2. That's what I mean by
I wouldn't say he's ranked number 2. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. I think he's top 5 though. I think he's definitely top 5.
He could potentially be top 5.
I think I got him. I might have him number 4.
Him and Tengen might be a good fight. So it's tough.
No, he cooks Tengen. Tengen admits that Rengoku's stronger.
Okay.
He admits that. That's disrespectful. I
don't think Tengen was trash, bro.
No, Tengen was good. Tengen has, like, right now in terms of animations, I think he arguably, like, in all the animes, I think he has definitely a top 20 fight scene of all time. Just the way he looked fighting against that Upper Moon. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. Like the way he fought, especially losing the arm, bro. He did a phenomenal. They did him justice. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
They did him justice.
But nevertheless, overrated doesn't mean you're not a good character, right?
Right.
It just means that I feel like the hype is going a bit too far, and the train probably needs to come to a stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, y'all got it. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one because we barely see like if we're talking about screen time, especially when we're in Goku, you got a good case. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, Shisui was an excellent one. You know, I'm right with you. Smoke, I'm right with you when it comes to that one for sure. You know, I think my take is definitely gonna rub some people the wrong way for sure. You
Yeah,
know, but that's what I'm here for.
it's tough because without going too deep into yours, it's depends on like the take, right? Because you still have people who like would Sukuna have won without the 10 shadows? You know what I'm saying? So yes, he did take the L, but to what extent did someone have? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I think
that's
I
true.
I do think yours is going to get the most argument for sure.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the what if.
Yeah. So definitely jump in the comment section after you like and subscribe and tell us who are some of the most overrated side characters out there. Looking to see those hot takes in the comment section.